Hey coaches, welcome to day 12 of the New Coach Bootcamp. You guys are so close to being done. We only have 2 more days left after this. You guys have totally been rocking it. I'm so proud of you for, staying engaged in this group and really, sorry, my hair is really annoying me if you can't tell. Really putting forth, your best efforts into this training. If you take this training seriously and apply it, you guys are going to seriously be professionals at this and you're going to rock your businesses. So, speaking of professionals, today's topic, we are going to be talking about the 7 essential steps and skills to becoming a network marketing professional. The reason I'm looking down is because I'm talking about this book. And obviously, it's backwards because this is on my webcam or whatever. But Go Pro by Eric Worre. We are all going to read this book together, okay? This is your assignment, is to start reading this. We have copies, or not copies, we have the audio version available in the Dropbox. If you go to the personal development folder, you'll see it in there, and Amy is actually taking screenshots of it on her iPad or Kindle or whatever the heck they're called and putting it in there for you guys to read. So if you don't have the $5 to spend on this book, we have that there for you. So no excuses, you guys. This book is going to be the lifeblood of your business, okay? The reason I was so excited when I got back from the Eric Worre conference, which is this guy, this is the conference I just went to, is because I am excited for the future of this team, for y'all, not for me. This has nothing to do with me. Like I tell you guys all the time, we did not have training in place when I first became a coach. We were struggling for a long time to figure things out. And I'm telling you, if I would have had this book, I'm continuing to hold it up because this is like, I don't want to call this the Bible of the business because I feel like that's not a good comparison because the Bible is the only Bible that I will ever believe in. But for the sake of, the example I want to make, we're going to call this book the Bible of the business, other than, of course, the Bible that matters the most. So anyway, you guys have got to read this. If I would have read this when I first started, I'm telling you, I would have been able to do what I did with my business in half the time. I'm going to put it down now. All my excitement is over for the minute because I want to get into the training topic. But you guys need to go start reading this immediately. I'm telling you. You are going to propel your business forward because Eric Worre is amazing. He breaks down the 7 steps that you need to do to be a network marketing professional. He breaks it down into a simple step-by-step process. He tells you exactly how to do each thing. And you do not need to focus on anything else but these things right now, okay? I know a lot of you are, struggling with other things. There are lots of different things to this business, making Facebook pages, getting organized, this and that. That's all important. But we don't need to focus on this right now. We need to focus on the essentials to this business that are going to be income generating, okay? It's not all about the money. I signed up with this business not even caring if I made money. So by all means, money is the last important thing to me. But I know you guys all started this for a reason, and since I'm your mentor, it is my responsibility, and I really feel like I have a huge weight on my shoulders to make sure you guys are successful. So you have got to read this. This book is going to help you focus on the income generating activities. If you guys aren't doing these things, you are not going to have an income. I don't want you wasting your time on all those other things that are not going to create an income. Organizing your contact list is an important thing, but don't spend too much time on it. Personal development is an important thing, but don't just read books all day. You have got to be inviting every day. If you're not inviting and if you're not adding new contacts to your list, guess what? You're not going to have a business and nothing's going to happen. Okay? So let's go into the 7 essential skills. And I'm not going to get too far into it because you guys will start reading this book if you want to take your business seriously. So the first of the 7 essential skills to being a network marketing professional is finding prospects. I'm trying to go through my notes real quick. So you want to make sure that you are adding new contacts to your list every single day, okay? One of the worst things that I did for myself when I first started is I did not add new contacts to my list. I tried to just hound my warm market to death. I wondered why my business wasn't moving forward, and it was because I had invited all of the people that I had in front of me. I was inviting the same people over and over, and I wasn't growing new contacts. So you've got to invite new people, and you've got to find new people. Add to your list every day. And you don't have to go out there and spend all kinds of money to do this. I made a video on how to grow your network on Twitter and Instagram. It's totally free to do those two things. My entire business, guys, when my income quadrupled, okay, it was because I grew my network on Twitter and Instagram. I took a 6-month training with Sandy Krakowski. I paid almost $500 a month for that training, and I applied everything that I learned into my social media, and I teach it all to you guys in that video. That video is on my YouTube channel, but you are going to get a chance to listen to it in our Diamond in the Rough training. But you have got to grow your list, okay? You have to. You're going to be stuck if you don't do this. So make sure you are finding prospects. Number 2, make sure you're inviting every single day. Every day. I know it's scary. I know it feels weird when you're new to this, but if you're not putting what you have available out in front of people, they're not going to know what you have. They're not going to have a clue that they can become a coach. They're not going to have a clue that they can join a challenge group. They don't know what we do unless you tell them. And it doesn't have to be salesy, and it doesn't have to be icky. That's why we form people and get to know them first, so that we know if this challenge will fill a goal or a need they have in their life, or if coaching will fill a goal or a need they have in their life. And there's always, the way that you can invite someone without even sounding icky, not that you would sound icky anyway, but, this is something that can make you feel a little bit better. If you're talking to someone, you can say, by the way, I'm really excited about this new fitness group that I have coming up for January. It's going to be awesome with this great accountability, support, and motivation. We're going to get some awesome results, and I'm just really excited to help this group. I couldn't help but, want to tell you about it because I care about you as a person. No worries if you don't want to hear any more about it, but I would love to help you if you'd like to hear more. Boom. Makes it totally uncomfortable and not icky. It's all you got to do. But you have got to be inviting daily, at least 2 people a day to a challenge group. And you need to be inviting at least 3 people a week to coaching. If you don't know how to do this, there are scripts in the Dropbox that we have been talking about, and the inviting and sharing folder, and the sharing the business opportunity folder. So that's inviting. The next thing is presenting the business opportunity, which I just mentioned. If you want to build a residual income, and if you want to help change a lot of people's lives, you're going to have to build your team. I know it's kind of weird at first. When I first became a coach, I was scared of it. And then I was like, well, that's kind of salesy. Like, it's this pyramid thing. No, it's not. It's like a railroad tracks. We all work together. We all help each other out. And when you're a certain rank and when you have a team, your team cycle bonus that you earn every single week because of what we do to help each other is going to be substantial. If you want to be able to go on vacations, take off work, and still earn money, you need to build a team. My highest paycheck since I became a coach was the week that I was in Vegas. Okay, I didn't have any time to work that week. I worked a little bit before I left, but that was it. It's because of that residual income. You've got to build a team. And you have to look at it in a different way. You don't have to look at it as it being this uncomfortable thing that you don't want to tell your friends out. We are bad friends if we don't go tell our friends about this, you guys. This is a life-changing opportunity. Where the heck would my life have been if someone would have presented the business opportunity to me? I would still be in my job, working 80 hours a week, miserable and not having time for anything and hating life, honestly. So we hold people's destiny in our hands, you guys. We have got to go out there. I look at this business opportunity. I don't look at it as recruiting. I don't look at it as building this huge business. I look at it as I'm sharing something amazing and life-changing with all the people that I care about. So I've got to go tell all those people. So look at it that way. Again, there's some more resources in the Dropbox on it. But if you want to make this your full-time gig, you have got to start building your team, okay? The next thing you've got to get good at is following up with prospects. This is something that I want to go into a little bit of detail on. Following up with the prospects, the follow-up is in the, or blah, 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 I can't even say it. The fortune is in the follow-up. Let me give you an example. If you invite someone to a challenge, chances are they might not respond to your message. If you're in the 5-step sharing cycle, chances are they might not respond to your message. If you present the business opportunity to someone, chances are they might not respond to your message. If you do a new exposure and just send out a, hey, how are you? Let's get to know each other more message, chances are they might not respond. People get busy. Life happens. Don't be offended when they're not responding to you. People have lives. They don't use Facebook for their business like we do. So that's why you've got to follow up. And people that, even tell you that they want to do a challenge with you, they're going to forget because life gets busy. So you've got to follow up with them. Following up is professional. It doesn't have to be icky. If you're not following up with people, you're showing them that you don't care. So some great things that I like to do with my follow-up is on my business activity tracker, I have a different tab, one for exposures, one for the people I'm forming, one for my challenge prospects, one for my coach prospects. And I have a little column on my bat that reminds me to follow up with someone, at least 5 people in each of those categories every day. Now, you don't have to do 5, you can do 2 or whatever. And I go through and I highlight the names off as I follow up with them. And if you if too much time goes by in between your follow-ups, you're going to lose the people. So if you send someone a message and they don't respond that day, send them a message the next day and just ask them how they're doing. If they still don't respond to that, give it a few days, maybe wait till the weekend goes by and send them a message on Monday. Ask them how their weekend was. And once they respond, just say, oh, by the way, did you get my last message? People are going to forget. It happens. People have thanked me, been so thankful that I followed up with them. The following up is what is going to earn you the money. Because the first time you talk to someone, they're not going to just jump right into the challenge. It never happens. Well, sometimes it does, but not very often. So you have got to follow up. Sometimes also, when it comes to challenge groups, what I like to do to follow up with people, is just to send them a message and just tell them, hey, I'm really excited that you're going to be joining my 5-day Shakeology challenge. Right now, I'm trying to finalize everything because the deadline to sign up is Wednesday. I promise you I'm not trying to annoy you to death. I just got to get all of this, wrapped up, and I'm just really excited to help you out. So can I walk you through the sign-up process now? That's all you got to do. People love that. It makes it less icky, less salesy. People are very receptive to that. I've had people tell me, oh my gosh, you're totally not annoying me. I'm so happy that you're here to help me. I just got busy, whatever. So make sure that you use that. One other thing, I know this video is getting long. I'm sorry. I promise I'll wrap it up in a second. Another thing I forgot to mention to you guys with the inviting and the presenting the business opportunity, at the Eric Worre conference, they gave us these indirect scripts, which they're actually in this book too. I just can't remember what page they're on, but you'll see them when you start reading it. It's basically scripts of ways that you can present the business opportunity or share your video. Share my recruiting video that I made, you guys, my YouTube video. I'll actually put that in the Dropbox so that you guys can easily access that. But you can easily just send it out to someone and ask for their opinion on it. That way you're presenting the business opportunity to them, but you're not necessarily being direct about it. So that's an easy way to share the business opportunity with someone if you're maybe feeling a little bit too nervous to do the direct approach. So make sure you go check that out. I put the indirect scripts in the Dropbox in the inviting and sharing folder. So another thing, what number is this? 1, 2, 3, 4. The 5th skill of being a professional, a network marketing professional, is helping your clients become coaches. Won't go into too much details about that because we have a ton of great resources in the Dropbox. But people are going to do the challenges, they're going to get the results, and it's your job to help transition them into a coach. And all of the scripts are going to be in the Dropbox to help you guys do that. The 6th thing is when you get new coaches, getting them started right. Again, that's something else that is in the Dropbox and the new coach folder. You guys can go check that out. And then the last thing is events and promoting events to your team. Eric Worre told us at the conference that for every person on your team that goes to a conference, that I think they said it's $1,000 that that that's going to add to your income a year, or it could have been like substantially more than that. I really can't remember, because those conferences and events are what give us those light bulb moments. We get all these amazing resources. So you've got to make sure you're going to the conferences. It's just one of those things where sometimes you're going to have to make sacrifices. There was a guy at the conference that told us that he drove to a conference from Florida to North Carolina, was where the conference was. He slept in his car because he didn't have money for the hotel room. And I don't even think he could afford the conference, but somehow he found money for it. But those are the things that is going to propel your business forward. People come out of those conferences, like my coach Whitney went to the National Coach Summit this year, and she came back and her income went up 60%. So you've got to find a way to get to those conferences. No excuses. It just has to be done. If you want to be a professional, you've got to be doing it. And be sure that you're encouraging your team to do the same. So those are the 7 skills to becoming a network marketing professional. This is the book, Eric Worre. He's going to change your life. I want you to focus on this right now. This is going to be your professional development or personal development for now. Until you finish this, I don't want you to focus on anything else, okay? You're going to understand why once you start reading into it. It's going to change your life. I promise. I hope this helps, and have a great day. Bye.